Well, let's check in with Sven because he's been tracking the monarch butterflies. It's one of his passions. He was in Mexico in the winter at their winter grounds, and this morning, the cold hard cash is involved, right?
Oh, yeah. Hey, you could make $50. Yep, if you were the first to spot a monarch butterfly in Oregon, that is. That's because you might have heard that the western monarch population, those west of the Rockies, was down a staggering 86% last year. There are so few that Journey North is offering a $50 reward to someone who spots the first monarch butterfly in Oregon. The western monarchs make a mini migration between Southern California and up the Pacific coastline. Our eastern monarchs make the incredible 2,500-mile journey from Canada and Minnesota to Mexico and have seen a pretty hopeful recovery in the last couple years, but they're not quite out of the woods just yet. The same efforts we've implemented in Minnesota and across the central U.S. can be duplicated, hopefully, in the West. The biggest problem in California is you just have so much development and agriculture that's really wiped out the monarchs there. But a lot of monarch sightings around Minnesota these days. They have returned. I have yet to see one yet, but I don't hang around a lot of flowers, I guess.
I feel like they'd come find you.
Yeah.
I know,
I keep waiting.
You're like a beacon for them.
Yeah, I
$50
keep
bucks
waiting.
though in Oregon, huh?
Yeah,
Road
if you
trip?
spot the first one and document it. So.